Hi, everyone, and welcome to Principles of Macroeconomics. I'm Dr. Bayan Purtarani, the instructor of the course. I just wanted to welcome you to this class, to this online class, and talk to you a little bit about myself and also the syllabus. At this point, the course is open. I encourage you guys to download the syllabus as soon as you can. So if you're watching this video, you got my email through D2L. So just log into your D2L, go to the content tab on the course page, and also you can find a folder that it says syllabus. Just download it, read it, let me know if you have any question. So I know my last name is long, but it has two parts. Bayanpur Tarani. I always go with the first part, Bayanpur. It's not really that hard if you read it out loud a couple times, I know. So you can call me Mrs. B, Dr. B, whatever you're comfortable with. If Bayanpur is too hard for you to pronounce, I'm fine with that. So this is, as I mentioned, this is the principles of macroeconomics. I teach both micro and macro. These are the two only courses that we offer in Lone Star. I teach both. So if you took micro before, you might be a little bit familiar with some of the economic concepts. If you did not take any econ course in the past, it's okay. We will learn together, and we'll take it one step at a time. I have my degree in economics from Southern Illinois University, SIUC in Carbondale. And my specializations are actually macroeconomics, gender economics, economic development, and as I said, but I teach both micro and macro. I have been with Lone Star for 7 years, and I've been teaching when I was a PhD student, actually, so it's been a while. I am teaching mainly online again this fall semester. I've been teaching actually fully online when the pandemic started. But I'm actually kind of going back to campus. Most of us actually are faculty this semester, fall semester. So we will actually learn some concepts that are common between micro and macro first, and then we'll be more focused on only macroeconomic topics, okay? And on the syllabus, I put some information about myself. I have 2 email addresses. One is directly linked to D2L, as all of you basically have that email, and also we all actually have Lone Star email at lonestar.edu. So I check my Lone Star email very often. So if there is anything urgent, if you're taking exams online, it's better actually to contact me via that Lone Star email. I check my D2L email probably just once a day, but I'm constantly checking because I get it on my phone. I check my Lone Star email, as I said, too often because it's on my phone. So if there's anything urgent, I would encourage you to contact me through Lone Star, but just Lone Star email, but make sure that you are also using your Lone Star email. Otherwise it would go to my spam and I will not get it. As I said, I'm teaching mainly online again in fall. So the best way to reach out to me is through email. I might not be in my office most of the time. So it's better if you send me an email. I will respond to you within 48 hours. So that's maximum amount of time that might get me to respond to you. I'm typically faster than that. Make sure that you include your name, your course number, your section number, because as I mentioned, I teach micro and macro, and I have 7 classes this semester, so I definitely need your section number. Otherwise, I will not be able to respond to you. It will take me forever to find your name on my rosters. I do have online office hours for you guys, so if you definitely want to see me, chat with me, I'm available through WebEx. That's what we have actually for Lone Star. I know that some of you might be familiar also with Zoom, but that's what we have. We have WebEx, and the information actually for the office hours is online. Is on my syllabus. If those times don't work for you, you can definitely shoot me an email. If I can arrange another time for you to talk to me, basically virtually. But again, email is the easiest way for you to reach out to me, and coming to office hours is completely optional. Okay. About actually the course, that I'm going back and forth between the syllabus because I do not want to leave anything behind. So as I mentioned, we will go through some topics that are common between micro and macro. So if you took micro with us in Lone Star Sci-Fair, the 5 first chapters are actually common between micro and macro. So just be patient. Just look at those chapters as reviews. Those are the very, very important concepts. And basically these chapters are kind of the foundation of both micro and macro. That's why we basically repeat them in both courses, microeconomics and macroeconomics. And then in starting chapter 6, we're more focused on macro topics. In the macroeconomics, we talk about topics like GDP, unemployment, inflation rate. We will talk about government, Federal Reserve, the monetary system in United States. So anything basically that is related to a country's economy is something that we discuss in macroeconomics, okay? In macroeconomics, we're more focused on a country's economy, and we'll look at the economy as a whole. But in microeconomics, we'll look into businesses, firms, how do they operate. We'll look at different markets and things like that. That's basically the biggest difference between micro and macro, but they are completely related, okay? So I just mentioned some of the topics that we will discuss in this class. As far as the textbook, I put all the information about the textbook on the syllabus, and I always get this question that should we purchase a new textbook? So the answer is yes, and the reason is because we're going to use the publisher software, which is called Connect Plus. If you are our student, and if you are taking other business classes, you might be familiar with Connect Plus, because I know that many of my colleagues, especially in accounting and business, they use Connect. If you are not familiar with that, it's basically an online platform that you can find all the assignments, exams, and also the electronic textbook. You have 2 options basically for the textbook. You can get the electronic textbook and basically disconnect. You should purchase an access code for that. And then you have an access to everything that I post basically on Connect that are related to our class, including, as I mentioned, exams, assignments. So you need an access code for that you have to purchase. That's why you need a new textbook. Or you can purchase another basically bundle, which is again, electronic textbook and anything that I post on Connect, plus the hard copy of the textbook. So the second bundle is more expensive than the first one, but if you are like me and you definitely need to have the hard copy of the book, so that's the thing that you want to basically purchase. If you are taking micro and macro, again, we have another option that you can get the micro macro bundle. So it might be a little bit cheaper for you if you go with that one. How you can get the book, you can actually purchase it from Connect directly. You can get it from our bookstore on campus. Just make sure that you are getting the Lone Star edition. Otherwise, you won't be you will not have an access to my section, to our section, okay? And to get basically disconnect and get your account there, you need this access code that you have to purchase, and also a link that I left on the syllabus for you, which is called the I think web course address, something like that. That is just special to our class. Okay, so you need an access code, and then you need that link, the information about the class, our class, to set up your account on Connect and have an access to everything basically that's related to our class. Okay. You have 14 days free trial on Connect, so you can definitely use it if you want, if you're waiting for your financial aid for money. So you don't want to lose anything, any assignments. So make sure that you use that 14 days free trial, and then when you have the money, then you can purchase the account. Make sure when you're setting up your account that your name on Connect matches with the name that I have on my roster on D12. Okay, please do that. Then I just want to avoid any problem in terms of posting grades later on. So make sure that your name is exactly the same as on my roster, okay, on D12. We will have assignments basically every single week, because every single week we're going to cover a chapter. And whenever we cover a chapter, you will have a homework for that on Connect. You have 1 week at least to complete any homework, so no excuses, please. Assignments will be open on Monday every week, and then they are due the following Monday at midnight. They are open at 12 a.m. on a Monday, and then they are due the following Monday at midnight. Okay, so you have 1 complete week to finish it. You can save it. You can look at your notes. You can go back to the textbook when you're doing your homework. You can ask me if you have any questions. So try not to miss basically any homework. I will drop the lowest homework grade at the end of the semester. And since you have 1 week for each homework, I'm not going to open the homework after any deadline. So please do not ask me. If you miss a homework, it's a 0. I'm not going to open it again. Okay. There will be on this study mode. So there's no point for you for doing it. And they are easy, really, honestly. If you just look at your note and your book, you should be able to get them right. All these things we're talking about Connect. Let me also talk about exams. So all the exams will be also on Connect. So we have 1 midterm exam and we have 1 final exam. Exams will be proctored and they are timed. They will be on Connect. That's why you definitely need to have your Connect account. You don't want to miss homework, any homework. You don't want to miss any exam. To take the test, any test, you need to have a webcam. And I don't want you to buy anything fancy. You can purchase basically a very simple external webcam for like 10 bucks, 12 bucks on Amazon or Walmart. Okay. If it's still that's expensive for you, make sure that you reach out to Lone Star College Sci-Fair. We do have laptops for our students that they can borrow basically from the college. So there's no, again, excuses for you at the time of the test. Oh, I don't have a webcam. This is day 1. Make sure that you reach out to the college and you have a laptop before our first test, okay, basically our midterm exam. Okay, I will talk more about exams when we're getting closer, or I might do a separate video about what I mean by proctored and time. But I just wanted to mention that all the exams and assignments will be on Connect, so it's important for you to set up your account on Connect as soon as possible. So now let's talk about discussions. Okay, we will have some discussions in this class. They are all basically online. There will be on D12. Okay, so our electronic textbook, our assignments, and our exams are on Connect Plus, which is the publisher software. Our discussions, anything that basically you need in terms of notes, videos, helpful videos for you, they will be all on D12. Okay, if you look at basically your D2L account, and if you go to the content tab, you can find everything there. I posted everything there. I might add few things throughout the semester, but you have basically weekly modules on D2L. You can see basically what we're going to do every single week. You have the lecture notes for each chapter that we cover or chapters that we cover each week. I posted the helpful videos for you that sometimes I recorded myself talking about a topic, or I found them on YouTube. So make sure that you watch them. And also I have some videos where I talk on the lecture notes that I typically put them in my weekly emails. So another source again for you. It's like I'm giving you a lecture and you're sitting in the classroom and I talk on the lecture notes. Okay. So I would definitely encourage you to watch them. And again, I put them in my weekly emails to just kind of remind you that, okay, this is the notes and this is my voice explaining a little bit more of those notes. So hopefully you find them helpful. What else? I was talking about discussions. So you do not have discussions every week. It's every other week, every 2 weeks, depending on basically the topics that we discuss in class, and also depending on if you have a test or not. So I try to not give you any homework if you're, for instance, we're working on the term paper, or I don't give you any assignments, but I just want you to focus on discussions. Okay, so you do not really have them every week, but if you again look at your D2L, you should be able to see the calendar on the bottom first page of D2L. At the bottom of the page on the right, you can see the little calendar that tells you basically which week we have discussions. Okay, so what are they? Basically, on this discussion board, I raise a question or questions, and then I want you basically to post your answer on the discussion board. There are some limits for the discussion, for your answers basically on the discussion board. So your answer to those questions that I ask are 200 words, at least 200 words should be for your discussion to get basically 50 points. Okay, so each discussion has 100 points. When you post your answer on the discussion board, basically you will get 50 points. Okay, first you should use economic language in your discussion answers. So don't just use your own opinion when I ask you a question. I want you to do a little research before you post your answers. Share your sources with me, your references with me. If you are using any information from the internet, do not copy and paste. Use your own language. I can definitely understand if you're just copying from somewhere. So use your own words, your language. Basically, write down your understanding about the topic that I'm asking, okay? And as I said, your answer should be at least 200 words. That's 50 points, okay? Also, since this is the online class and I want you guys to kind of be interacting with each other and learn from each other, I want you guys to go back and read at least 2 friends' answers to those discussions, and leave at least 2 feedbacks for your friends, okay? If you do that, you're gonna get another 50 point, okay? Your response or your feedback for your friends should be at least 100 words. So don't just write, oh, I like your answer, good job. No, just talk about what that person is answering, discussing, add your own opinion to it. Give them some really, really good feedback, okay? I will read every single feedback, trust me, okay? That's about discussion. So they are not every week. I think maximum you have 5 discussions for the entire semester. So try not to miss them. You have again 1 week for discussions. Again, just like homework, discussions will be open on Monday, 12 a.m. and then they are due the following Monday at 11:30 p.m. So do not miss them, okay? If you miss them again, you will get 0. That's about discussions, okay? We also have, let me go back to read my email, okay, my very first email, just to make sure that you are not missing anything in terms of assignments and everything. I'm just looking at my syllabus and I can see that there is the student memorandum that I want you to complete on the first week of our class. So if you read my email, I explain more. It's basically something that I want all of my students to do, just to make sure that they understand the syllabus. They know what we're talking about. You're aware of all the policies in this class. And by reading and signing and uploading your student memorandum, you're just telling me that you are aware of all these things that we're discussing and we're going to do in this class, okay? Anyhow, I'm just looking at the syllabus, and that was one thing that probably I didn't discuss. Now let me talk about, so that's just for the first week of our class. Okay, this is student memorandum. If you read my first email, you'll understand what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to mention it here. Another thing that I just wanted to discuss is about our term paper that we have, that it's due when we're getting closer to Thanksgiving. And for the term paper, basically, I am going to record again another video, but for now, I just want you to think about what you're going to write. And it's basically kind of open to anything that interests you. I didn't want to basically limit it, but so this is a macro class, so I want you to pick a macroeconomic topic for that paper. I don't want to keep this video long. I just wanted to mention it since I talked about assignments, discussions, and all the stuff that are happening in this class. And I just want you to be aware that we have a term paper where I want you to pick a macroeconomic topic that you like, okay? Let's say you want to talk about the changes in unemployment rate during pandemic, okay? So this is a macro topic. Why? Because it is about unemployment rate. It is about a country's unemployment rate. And this is a very kind of new topic, right? And you can find so many things online about them. I'm talking, sorry, I'm recording a video. Sorry about that. That was my husband calling me. So it happens, right? So that was sorry. So basically, sorry about that. What was I talking about? I didn't tell my husband that I'm recording a video, and they're outside in the pool playing with my kids. Okay, I was talking about the paper. So that was an example of the paper. You should not write about COVID. You should not write about unemployment. I just wanted to tell you what it means if you find a macro topic and write about a macro topic. And as I said, I will record a separate video talking about term paper and how you should write it. But the good thing is, before you submit your paper, I want you actually to give me your topics before you start writing your paper, just to make sure that you are on the right track. Your topic is not too broad. Your topic is not microeconomics. So you will have basically 2 deadlines for term paper. The first deadline is when you give me your topics for the paper. That deadline has 10 points out of 100 for the paper, for the term paper. And then at the end of the semester, when you submit your basically paper, you will get another 90 points. So 90 plus 10 will be 100. That will be your term paper grade. Okay, so I will try actually to record that video for you as soon as I can. So I just want you to think about any macroeconomic topic. If you have no clue about macroeconomic topic, look at your textbook. Start looking at chapter 6 till the end of the textbook. So those are all the topics that we will discuss. Sorry, that they're all macro. We will talk about some of them. I think the very last chapter that we will discuss is about monetary policy in this class. So just think about what you like to write, and I'm just here basically to direct you. I don't want you to write about a specific topic, because I want you to like your topic, and I want you to find enough materials for your topic. Okay, so look for my video on paper. And let me just quickly look at my syllabus. So if you read the syllabus, you can definitely find more about the paper. And I also, if you go to D12 and again, the content tab, I also created a folder where I put more information about the term paper. And I posted actually an example of the MLA format paper. That's a format of the paper that you're going basically to submit at the end. So take a look at those as well. Last thing that I want you to take a look at when you're looking at the syllabus is basically the grade outline that I posted. So for instance, midterm has 20%. Most of the stuff that I talked about, they have 20% of your total grade, like discussions, like assignments, final, midterm exam, paper. They each have 20% of your total grade. And honestly, in this class, let me just tell you, it's easy for you to get 20% for your discussions, 20% for your assignments, and even 20% for your paper. Okay, for midterm exam, for final, you have to study hard. Okay, but if you follow my notes, I will give you practice questions. I will give you handouts when we are talking about different topics. I post, of course, everything. I post everything. This is my online class, so you have everything online. Just make sure that you read them, you use them. Okay, we will have some math that we will actually learn together. I don't want you to be worried about mathematical part of our class. I try to simplify them in my notes, in my handouts. You can definitely have the formulas when you are taking exams. So just try to have some practice when you are getting ready for the test, and try actually to study every week. You don't want to study 7 chapters when you are getting ready for the midterm exam. Okay, that would be hard for you, but you start from day one, then it's easier for you. So when you're getting ready for the midterm exam, let's say you are just reviewing chapter 1 and you're you're focusing on new chapters basically. Okay, that's one tip for you. And also, if you look at the syllabus, I put a little table at the end of the syllabus where basically I tell you what we're doing every week. It might change, who knows, because our lives are changing every single day. But for now, that table basically tells you what you can expect. You will get weekly emails from me on Sunday or Monday of each week, telling you basically what we're doing that week. I try to remind you about the assignments we have in those emails. Make sure that you read my emails. Check the syllabus, check the calendar we have on D12 for discussions. If you also log into your Connect, again, you can see the deadline of each assignment, each exams on Connect from day one. And if there's any reminder, any changes, I will tell you on my weekly emails and announcements on D12. So check your D12. I would say once or twice every week. Okay, that's pretty much it. Welcome again to this class, and I'm looking forward to working with every single one of you. And I know that we will have a great semester. Okay, take care, guys. I'll see you soon.